right, guys, hey, we're still here at TRE. We're at the Adidas booth. And one of the things we always got to hit up is the trail. We love the trail. We love hitting the trails. We still love obstacle course racing. And so one of my favorite shoes, trail shoes last year, was the Adidas TERREX Ultra, the Agravic Speed Ultra. This is the 2, so it's the update. So a little bit different upper. Pretty much everything else for the most part has pretty much been the same, except one really cool thing. They have added more to our lug depth here. So that was one of the only, not complaints really is the word for me last year, was that the lug depth was not very great. So like if you got on the muddy terrain, or if you got even a little bit wet on the trails, you would have kind of an issue slipping and sliding. So really excited about this one because it was an awesome ride. And it was it ran a little large, I felt like, so I usually do a 10.5, I did a 10. They said they kind of updated that as well, but really good toe box fix. So I'm excited about this one. A lot of different colorways is coming in as well. So apparently the you can have this white and the orange is out now. It's available right now, so you can grab that now. And then some of these other colorways like this blue, and I think there was one other that it was coming in, as well as going to be available later in 2026. So another really cool and exciting shoe is the Adidas Agravic SL, guys. So you guys know one of my favorite shoes this year was the EVO SL. Just a really good all-around shoe. You can do pretty much anything in it except run on the trails. But look at that, now you can. Look at this, nice lug depth. So this is something you're gonna be able to put, I think you're gonna put a lot of really good miles on the trail. Has some of that same rocker geometry as that Ultra, but no plate, okay? So definitely really flexible. The upper's different as well, as far as from the SL. So little thinner, definitely more breathable. So I don't know if you can really even see in there. Maybe you can see a little better in the gray, but very breathable. And with these holes that are in here, I think that's going to be really great for drainage. But it's still pretty built up really well. So you can see the toe cap has some of those overlays, and that same super awesome Adios Pro Light Strike Pro foam. So this is one I think Carlos and I were talking about this, so we were really excited about. So and more than one colorway. They got the black, the gray, they had a blue, several different colors, kind of a yellow color as well. And we'll do some B-roll so you guys can see some of those different colorways that are coming out. But they were telling us late summer, early fall, so it's somewhere around June or so, 2026 is when we're going to see these. So I think this is going to be one of those ones where this is I've done so many different things in this shoe as far as racing and running, and I've done easy stuff in it. So you can definitely do that, but I think this is probably going to be, if it's anything like that EVO SL I think this might be a really good option just to do everything in on the trails and get a ton of miles in. So definitely one I'm super duper excited about. They've got some other really cool things too on the trail side that are coming out. So kind of a different version of this Ultra. It's got a wider base and a dual layer compound, so really kind of neat. You'll see some of that in the B-roll as well, but really wanted to kind of talk about these two because these are two that I think are going to be really cool. All right, guys, so I just told you, we're just talking about the TERREX EVO, so the trail version, really cool. The TERREX SL is actually the name of it, but there's also on the flip side of it, you know, we love that EVO SL, the EVO SL ATR. So this is going to be that road to trail option. So kind of a little bit that in-betweener. So not sure what to think of this one just yet. I think there's a lot of possibility, especially for, you know, because it's got that same geometry as the SL. I think this is just going to be a good shoe you can wear all the time. You can wear it in the gym. It's just going to have a little better grip. And that was one of the things I think, if there was anything about the SL, was that the grip just was a little suspect. Because, you know, a lot of people have tried to do high rocks in it. I think Coach Carlos did a high rocks in it. And he didn't have any complaints, but, you know, that dude doesn't complain about anything. So, but this is going to be another interesting one. So just kind of seeing the two of these next to each other, you can see it's a different profile, different rocker. This one is a little beefier, but even with that, this has got that nylon kind of ripstop material that's on it. So that's going to be interesting just to kind of see, you know, how's that going to wear, how's that going to fit. So a curiosity and excitement, but both of them look really kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. Good job, Adidas. Maybe. We'll see.